Welcome back to the Best PT Podcast. This is episode 2.14, talking about mobilization and manipulation. So there is some controversy as to what defines a mobilization or manipulation. Technically, everything can be called a mobilization and everything can be called a manipulation, but for grading purposes, we'll refer to manipulation as the high thrust variety. So, Maitland grading system goes from grade 1 to grade 5. These motions should be rhythmic and oscillatory in nature. These are mainly used for the reduction of pain. Grade 1 is performed with small amplitude just at the beginning of the range of motion of the joint. Maitland grade 2 is a large amplitude movement performed within the available range, neither at the beginning or at the limit of the joint range of motion. Grade 3 is again large amplitude movement, this time performed up to the end range of the joint range of motion. Grade 4 is a small amplitude movement performed at the end range of the range of motion. And then grade 5 is considered a manipulation, a high velocity, low amplitude thrust known as HVLAT, performed beyond end range of motion of the joint, but not beyond the anatomical end range. So within still the available joint range, but just beyond that person's current end range. And then compared to Maitland, we have Kaltenborn grading. These motions should be traction-like in nature. These mobilizations are mainly used to improve range of motion. Kaltenborn grade 1 is a loosening motion. No stress is placed upon the joint capsule, and this is used for pain relief. Kaltenborn grade 2 is a tightening motion. Slack should be taken up in the joint capsule via sustained traction, and this is used to improve joint play. And then Kaltenborn grade 3 is a stretching motion. The joint capsule is brought to the point of stretch via traction force. That's it for defining mobilization and manipulation in the scope of the NPT exam. As always, the outline will be in the show notes. The next episode will be 2.15, talking about musculoskeletal pathologies. Thank you for joining me.